Language of Life, Workshop Guide. MAP Tenets Core Wounds. Basic unresolved emotional injuries from early life experiences. 7 core wounds: abandonment, rejection, betrayal, neglect, humiliation, injustice, loss of autonomy, basic human needs, fundamental needs that drive behavior and decision making. Examples: certainty, variety, significance, connection, growth, contribution. Attachment styles, patterns of relating to others based on early relationships. Main types: secure, anxious, avoidant, disorganized. Love language, ways individuals express and receive love. 5 types: words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, physical touch, nervous system, body's regulation of stress, safety, and energy. Dysregulated, crouching, starving wolf in a cage with hand reaching toward head. Regulated, relaxed, fat wolf in meadow with pack. Life source, embodiment, practices and states that connect mind and body. Examples: grounding, mindfulness, breathwork, physical awareness, alignment. Harmony between self, values, actions, and external world. Ember, above identity, spark of energy or purpose that drives the individual, represents inspiration, creativity, and inner fire. Creator, top border, source of vision, influence, or higher purpose. Identity and the flow of energy. Center, identity, heart of the map, all 8 spokes connect here, where self-understanding, meaning, and stability originate. Outer border, relationships, represents outer life, relationships and environments. Top, relationship with the creator. Bottom, embodiment, sides, work, family, friends, school, community. Energy flow, wounds and healing. Conflict and pain flow inward along spokes to identity, weakening the core. Wounded energy radiates back outward, influencing relationships and behavior. Restoration and healing flow. Healing begins at the center. Clarity, truth, self-compassion. Energy flows outward, restoring relationships and embodiment. The flow of healing. 1. Healing through self-understanding, cognitive functions, reveals natural processing patterns, thinking, deciding, observing, connecting, removes self-conflict, and strengthens identity. 2. Healing through the nervous system, embodiment line, grounding, breathwork, movement, rest, regulate energy, calms identity center and allows peace to flow. 3. Healing through the core wound, relational repair. Repair occurs when others respond to wounds with opposite energy. Energy moves inward through identity and outward through relationships. 4. Healing from above, creator line. Alignment with the creator strengthens and synchronizes all other healing pathways. The alignment line, connection with the creator, runs vertically from identity to creator. Trust, let reality be as it is, release control and false identity. Listen, open inwardly to what is true and resonant. Alignment brings freedom and flow through all spokes of the map. Cognitive functions, the engine of self, describes how the mind thinks, decides, perceives, and interacts. Strengthens identity from center outward. Historical development. Carl Jung, 1921, introduced cognitive functions. Myers-Briggs, practical personality system based on functions. Objective personality, refined stack interaction styles, modalities, and jumpers. Core elements, masculine, feminine. Modality, outward versus inward expression. Interaction style, play, blast, consume, sleep. Why it matters. Stack drives attention, creativity, problem solving. Awareness roots identity, provides clarity, and reduces comparison to others. Cognitive function stack, the car model, jar model. Main function, 90% of operation. Passenger, auxiliary, balances driver, deliberate, 60% influence. 10-year-old, tertiary, creative, developing, 40% influence. 3-year-old, inferior, fragile, unconscious, 10% influence. Savior and demon functions. Savior, top 2 functions, trusted tools. Demon, bottom 2 functions, avoided but growth occurs when integrated. Deciders and observers, objective personality. Deciders, thinking T, feeling F, how you make decisions. Observers, sensing S, intuition N, how you take in information. Double decider versus double observer. Double decider, 2 deciders in middle, balanced in decisions but weaker observation. Double observer, 2 observers stacked, strong perception but less adaptable in deciding. Introverted versus extroverted functions. Introverted, focus inward, reflective, self-contained. Extroverted, focus outward, expressive, action-oriented. Function layout, T, T, Phi, C, C, Night, Ni. Detailed definitions as in your section. Deciders and observers versus MBTI. MBTI uses four-letter abbreviations EI, SN, TF, JP. OP maps function type, strength, and role in the stack. Jumpers, tertiary function swaps with auxiliary, core type abbreviation remains. Interaction style plus modality, jumper status theoretically equals 512 combinations. Practically, 16 core types plus interaction styles, modality, jumper. What objective personality can and cannot do. Reveals preferences, patterns, and design, not outcomes. Shows strengths and blind spots. Influenced by energy, stress, and experience. Tool for understanding design, not destiny. Scientific note. Testing for leadership outcomes misses the purpose. OP predicts how the mind works, not who will succeed. Ultimate goal. Language of life helps align with your design, understand yourself, and heal relational wounds. Restores balance, insight, and purpose in life. Shared weight and the axis of alignment. Shared weight. Our nervous systems have built-in threshold bypasses. When someone pushes the wolf, like reaching into a cage toward a starving wolf, the nervous system can snap instantly, bypassing rational thought and activating deep instinctual responses. This is a natural, survival-driven reaction. No one would blame the wolf for biting. Humans operate similarly. When a person triggers another's nervous system, the intensity of the reaction often shares the weight back onto the person who pushed. While the other person could step away, they did not have to create the conditions that forced the defensive response. Shared weight recognizes that in conflict, responsibility is mutual, the reaction is real, and the instigator bears part of the energetic cost. Axis of alignment. Every human being periodically encounters an axis of alignment, a threshold moment where they must reconnect with their identity, vision, and values. At these moments, the nervous system, ego, and mind converge, choices become stark, and the individual either realigns with their design or compromises it by selling out to external pressures or false identities. Accessing alignment requires self-honesty, courage, and presence. It is here that personal integrity, vision, and embodied identity are tested, and where conscious growth, healing, and restoration occur. The culture of loyalty and honor. True alignment cannot exist without loyalty and honor. These are not just ideals, they are the glue that holds anything together. Loyalty and honor aren't taught in churches, governments, or most institutions today. Even shared beliefs like religion or work aren't enough on their own. Without a culture of honor and loyalty, people feel betrayed, strength dissolves, and alignment is lost. A culture of honor is rooted in the promise to carry the weight of injustices for each other, to seek and speak the truth, and to never look away. It is essential for alignment at every level, whether in an individual, a family, an organization, a nation, or the world. My personal belief is that we are working toward an age of alignment, and to reach it, we must begin fostering a culture of loyalty and honor. Thank you for attending the Language of Life workshop.